Well, on the topic of women's wrestling in the WWE, we got this email sent in to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Abraham Hernandez in San Diego. Why in the hell do you show zero respect to the greatest female wrestler of all time, Sasha Banks? It literally only took her 2 weeks to end AEW. She was the first one to outperform Jericho in head-to-head ratings. Now Jericho's crying all over Twitter, making excuses. And the following week, she severely outperformed the entire Fyter Fest card. Your bias has never been any more apparent than in your constant praise of Charlotte, who has less wrestling ability in her entire body than Sasha has in her pinky.
Wait, what?
Not to mention Sasha Banks is infinitely more popular and marketable. Wake up, Jim! The best worker in the industry is female. And obviously there's some subjective facts in there, but also there's some
wait a minute. What is that? Are those like alternative facts? Subjective facts?
Well, there's subjective and objective in there. And the point being that her being on NXT has coincided with NXT winning in the ratings against AEW.
Well, it's also coincided with AEW doing particularly wretched stench of death television programs. But I never said that Sasha Banks sucked. I haven't watched Sasha Banks because she hasn't fucking had a match against Charlotte or Rhea Ripley, which are the two girls that I've been able to stomach of that roster up there. Because is somebody else, have you ever heard anybody else say that Sasha Banks is the greatest women's wrestler in the world?
I have not, and I do think that Sasha's very good. I think she's very marketable, but I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, well, the point is it takes two to tango, and when I see Sasha Banks against Charlotte, or Sasha Banks against Rhea Ripley, or formerly Sasha Banks against Becky Lynch, I might be predisposed to watch that. But when I see Sasha Banks against another of the interchangeable young Japanese either schoolgirls or kabuki dancers, they got to be one or the other. Can't just have Gail Kim come out there and fucking...
That's not fair. Io Shirai isn't a Japanese schoolgirl or one of the kabuki dancers. She is a Japanese women's wrestler, but she's unique in her own way.
All right. Well, anyway, there's too many. I get them confused. So if they put Sasha Banks in a main event against somebody else that I'm interested in, then I will watch her. And if she does very well, then later on I will watch her against people that I might not necessarily be interested in because she will have impressed me in the past. But so far I ain't said, was she in that fucking ladder fiasco?
You know, this is a problem with modern wrestling. I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and by the way, we didn't even billboard at the top of the program. Later on today, we're going to do a watch along of the Midnight Express Southern Boys from the Great American Bash 1990. And I know a lot of people are going to say, is Ollie going to watch Midnight Express matches? No, it's just that I happen to know the inside workings of these and that the people find it interesting. But we're going to be doing a variety of those things. But we can remember matches from 30 years ago, but not what we looked at last month, because that's the problem. And it's not, I'm not even being racist or sexist. I'm being gimmickist here. If you have multitudes of people with the same or similar gimmicks and looks and outfits and presentation in the two major companies, none of those people are truly going to stand out except to the fucking people who are so goddamn nerdish that they will do statistics on people's fucking, driver's licenses. And, but she once defeated, fucking Tojo Yamamoto for the Dragon Dream Gate All Japan Pro Women's Teenage and Under 14 Championship. What the fuck? So the point is, nobody else looks like Charlotte. Nobody else looks like Rhea Ripley. Nobody looked like Becky Lynch.
No one looks like Sasha.
Well, no one looks like Sasha? Well, good. When she works with one of those people that doesn't look like 15 other people, I'll watch her. I don't have anything against her. So that's the answer to that question. I don't have anything against her. She hasn't crossed the radar yet. Unless she was in that fucking ladder fiasco, in which case I have a healthy disappreciation for any of those people involved in all that stuff.
I will say that I have found Sasha and Bayley as heels to be highly entertaining together.
Oh, and I forgot Bayley. I haven't seen her in a while, but remember, I very much enjoyed watching Bayley work. I thought she was so over as a babyface. Somehow they managed to botch that up. And then
she's been good as a heel. She's been pretty good.
I was about to say, but then the last time I saw her, last few times, she's been a heel. And she's another girl that works more like a guy, which is a compliment. And she seems to get it. And she's not just a plastic manufactured cookie cutter girl. She has her own look and her own thing, and she can work. So, they're out there.